Alright, everyone. We're going to go ahead and do game number 59, rather, of Jeopardy for the SNES. And so far, in 58 games, I've won $4,166,536. Let's see if I can win more. Over $4.1 million I've won. Here we go. We're going to play with these categories today. Fashion, fruits and veggies, starts with the letter V, vice presidents, the home, and we'll close it out with the 1930s. Okay. Alright, let's go. Fashion 100.
The answer is
70s skirt between the mini and the maxi. What is the midi? Fashion for 200.
the answer is
Belted rainwear that's a favorite of fictional sleuths and spies. What is a trench coat? Sorry about the sneezing. Let's take fashion for 300, please.
the answer is
One-piece zippered outfit named for a paratrooper's uniform. What is a jumpsuit? Could we have fashion for 400, please? Daily double. All. Men's 40s outfit, which featured exaggerated shoulders, wide lapels, and baggy trousers. What is a zoot suit? Fashion for 500.
the answer is
French for fine sewing. It refers to high fashion. What is haute couture? Well done in the category. Let's have fruits and veggies 100.
the answer is
This dried fruit is often found in carrot cake. What are raisins? Fruits and vegetables for 200.
the answer is
As stated on most gelatin boxes, this fruit should be cooked before adding to a gelatin mixture. What is a pineapple? Let's take fruits and vegetables for 300, please.
the answer is
Also called the pie plant, its long reddish stalks are edible when cooked. What is the rhubarb? Fruits and vegetables for 400.
the answer is
Collards, kale, and bok choy are all types of this vegetable. What is cabbage? Fruits and vegetables for 500, please.
the answer is
In France, this onion-like vegetable is known as the asparagus of the poor. What are leeks? Well done in that category, $3,200. The home for 100.
the answer is
Of the average shower and bath, the one that uses less water. What is the shower? The home for 200, please.
the answer is
The food elevator named for the silent service it provides. What is a dumbwaiter? Let's go with the home for 300, please.
the answer is
Tuber that soaks up excess salt when added to your stew. What is the potato? There we go. Let's go with the home for 400, please.
the answer is
Trickle, Trundle, Murphy, and now futons. Oh, Jim locked me out on the buzzer. And he's right, they're beds. The 1930s for 100.
The answer is.
In 1939, he said, "As soon as I've carried out my program for Germany, I shall take up painting." Who is Winston Churchill? Or is it Neville Chamberlain? I'm going to change my answer and say who is Neville Chamberlain. No, it's probably Winston Churchill. Jenny. It's Adolf Hitler. I would have been wrong twice. Alright. Jenny now has some cash, and she makes a selection as we continue. The 1930s for 200.
The answer is.
In 1933, the Mayo Clinic established the first bank of this type. What is a blood bank? Let's go with the 1930s for 300.
The answer is.
His entire reign as King of England was in 1936. Who is, Who is Edward VI? No. Jim. Edward VIII. Oh, okay. The home for 500.
The answer is.
These rough wooden shingles give houses a rustic look. What are shakes? There we go. The 1930s for 400.
The answer is.
Constantinople officially changed its name to this in 1930. What is Istanbul? The 1930s for 500, please.
The answer is.
In 1931, he received an 11-year sentence for tax evasion, but was released, mortally ill, in 1939. Who is Al Capone? Yeah, $5,000. Starts with V1.
The answer is.
From Latin for hunting, it's the flesh of a deer. What is venison? Starts with V for 200, please.
The answer is.
Broadcasting's VOA stands for this. What is Voice of America? Oh, frick. Thank you. Starts with V for 300, please.
The answer is.
Vanuatu, Vatican City, and these other two independent countries begin with V. What are Venezuela and Vietnam? Venezuela and Vietnam is correct. Start with V for 4, please.
The answer is.
From the Old French to come, it's the location of a gathering such as an Olympic event. What is a venue? Starts with V for 500, please.
The answer is.
The foremost position in an army or fleet. What is vanguard? Up to $6,500. Ran the category, by the way. Vice President's 100. State that charged Spiro Agnew with committing bribery while governor. Try to get in, but Jenny beat me. Is it going to be a good thing? It's Maryland. Okay, so I was going to guess California, so I would have been wrong. Jenny's right, and she's going to go to the $200 clue.
The answer is.
Before Bush, the last Veep to assume the presidency. Who's Gerald Ford? He's the one. 300.
The answer is
Number of vice presidents FDR had. What is 0? No, he had a vice president, at least. Oh, Jenny doesn't know. It's 3. He had 3 vice presidents. 400.
the answer is
He ran for vice president on Richard Nixon's 1960 ticket. Jenny? Henry Cabot Lodge was his name. Jenny's out of the hole, and now we have the last clue.
the answer is
If the Electoral College fails to agree, this body elects the vice president. What is the Senate? That's right. So I have $6,900. Jim has $1,000. Jenny $300. So Jenny goes first in Double Jeopardy. Keep in mind that in 58 games I've accumulated $4,166,536. Let's see if we can keep that streak going today. Double Jeopardy. Dollar figures in. We're gonna play with these categories: Oscar firsts, hodgepodge, kitty lit, awards, police work, and finally, the Olympics. Okay? Jenny, if you're ready, we're going to start with you. Hodgepodge, 200.
the answer is
The original Peeping Tom supposedly saw her ride. Who is Lady Godiva? Let's go hodgepodge for 400.
the answer is
At the Berlin Wall, this American immortalized the words, "Ich bin ein Berliner." Who is John F. Kennedy? $600, please.
the answer is
Hodgepodge, 600. Name of the national park famous for faithful aquatic eruptions. What is Yellowstone? Oh, foop. Thank you. Hodgepodge, 800, please.
the answer is
Despite its verdant name, this large island is primarily ice cap. What is Greenland? $1,000. Hodgepodge, 1,000.
the answer is
There we go. It was really in battle, not in bed, as in the play, that he killed Duncan. Who was Macbeth? And I ran that category like it was absolutely nothing. $9,900, and let's see where we go now. Awards for 200. Daily double. All in. Though his leading actors were a mouse and a duck, this producer won more Oscars than anyone. Who is the great Walt Disney? Awards for 400.
the answer is
The most decorated soldier of World War II. He later decorated the B movie screen. And Jenny locked me out on the buzzer. And his name is Audie Murphy. Jenny goes up to $700, and she makes the next selection. The Olympics, 200.
the answer is
In 1984, he became the first man since 1928 to win both the platform and springboard diving events. Who is Greg Louganis? Oh, foop. Let's go back to awards for 600, please, and I have $20,000 right now.
the answer is
Gaylord Perry was the only pitcher to win this award in both major leagues. What is the Cy Young Award? Awards for 800, please.
The answer is
Mystery writers named their award for this early author of the Eerie, who is Edgar Allan Poe. $1,000, please, for awards.
the answer is
Germany's highest military honor are a ring maneuver in gymnastics. What is the Iron Cross? Booyah! Let me have the Olympics for 400.
the answer is
The 500-meter version of this is the quickest timed event in the Winter Games with a record of 36.45 seconds. What is hurdles? No. So I dropped to $22,000, but I do have a lot of money sitting in front of me right now, so I'm not worried. Oh! Then speed skating, that's right. Jim has double what Jenny has, but they both trail me by a margin. Kitty literature, 200.
the answer is
It's Theodore Geisel's middle name, as the Cat in the Hat could tell you. What is Seuss? We'll go with kitty literature for 400, please.
the answer is
In Sing a Song of Sixpence, one of these snapped off the maid's nose. Oh, Jenny locked me out. And it was a blackbird. Yep. Jenny's up to $1,100, and she gets to make another selection. Kitty literature, 600.
the answer is
He was carved out of a stick of talking wood found by Master Cherry. Who's Pinocchio? Let's have kitty literature for 800, please. The other daily double. All in. First book in Latin to make the U.S. bestseller list was a translation of this A.A. Milne classic. What is Winnie the Pooh? That's the one. $45,600. Let's close it out.
the answer is
If you ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross, you'll see this upon a white horse. Jenny. You'll see a fine lady. Oscar first, 200.
the answer is
In 1934, she became the first child star to receive an Oscar. Who's Shirley Temple? Oscar first, 400, please.
the answer is
In 1988, she became the first person known by a single name to win a Best Acting Oscar, who was Cher. Oscar first, 600.
the answer is
This silent screen swashbuckler was the first person to MC the awards. Oh, I got locked out on the buzzer. And it was Douglas Fairbanks Sr. Jim's up to $2,000. He and Jenny still both trail me by quite a margin. The Olympics, 600.
the answer is
This type of equestrian race was added to the ancient games in 680 BC. What is a chariot race? Or what is chariot racing, I should say. $800, please.
the answer is
After the 1992 Winter Games in Albertville, France, the next Winter Games will be held in this year. What is 1994? 1,000, please. Same category. Let's finish the Olympics for 1,000, I should say. Okay. Competing in the 1924 and 1928 games, this U.S. swimmer won a total of 5 gold medals. Who is Johnny Weissmuller? Let's have Oscar first, 800, please.
the answer is
This Song of Star, the Song of Bernadette, was the first to win an Oscar for playing a saint. Oh. Jennifer Jones. Police work, 200.
The answer is
Job held by the Beatles' Lovely Rita. What is a meter maid? Uh, 400.
the answer is
Interpol is headquartered in this capital city. What is Stockholm? Or I think it's Paris. I think Interpol's in Paris. Good thing I changed it. Police work for 600, please.
answer is
In Old England, he was Reeve of the Shire. Today he is this. What's a sheriff? $800, please.
the answer is
What SWAT stands for? What SWAT stands for, I should say. What is Special Weapons and Tactics? $1,000.
the answer is
It's a dog's life in the branch of this branch of the police force. What is the Canine Corps? Okay, are we ready for the last clue? Let's see it.
the answer is
Some say he was Swiss, some say German, and some say American, but all say he won the first Oscar as Best Actor, and it was Emil Jannings. So at the end of Double Jeopardy, Jenny has 3,100, Jim 2,800, and me a whopping 51,600. A lot of money. What's gonna happen in Final Jeopardy? It looks like I'm coming back for a 60th game. I know that much. The Final Jeopardy category is U.S. landmarks. Oh, I feel good about this one. I'm gonna lock that in. The outer layer of the Statue of Liberty is made of this material. What is copper? I feel very good about this. So I'm gonna bet the farm. Or almost all the farm. So I win the maximum allowed again of 99,999. And altogether, in 59 games, I have won $4,266,535. That is a lot of money, and I get to come back for a 60th game soon. And I'm going to see you all for that next video.